You are on a ground with 460 degrees Celsius. And yes, you can't stay here at least 1 second. And what now? Oh, now you are on a surface temperature settling at a minus 220 degrees Celsius. Yes, it's more terrifying than living in a deep freezer. We are going to swap Earth from Mercury to Neptune. These data aren't something funny because after this video, you will start to think that, oh, all humanity is dependent on kilometers. Let's remove Mercury and put Earth on that place. There is 57.9 million kilometers from the Sun to Earth now. Oh, you see what happened to Earth? Not just the looks, many things are going to change. About time, the new orbit velocity skyrockets to 47.4 kilometers per second, compressing a single Earth year into just 88 days. Okay, we can survive from that. We just need to make new calendars, right? No, the real threat is solar irradiance. According to the inverse square law of light, dropping Earth here increases the solar energy we receive by 6.7 times. Over time, brutal solar winds and massive solar flares would completely rip away Earth's magnetic shield and atmosphere. Without these two protections, UV radiation triggers photodissociation, which means breaking water molecules H2O down into separate hydrogen and oxygen atoms. After the breaking, the light hydrogen quickly goes to space, and because of losing hydrogen to produce water, it permanently drains the world of its oceans. Quick fact, the world's lightest element is hydrogen. And the surface at the sun side bakes at 430 degrees Celsius, and it's hot enough to melt lead, and the other side goes down to minus 180, without an atmosphere to distribute the heat. Human survival probability, an estimated 0%. If you are planning to go to an underground military base or something, you could survive for a few days. It's useless because intense heat will slowly bake the planet's crust right down to the core. So, no humanity in here. Now let's put this very hot Earth on Venus's orbit. Looks like some small thing is going to happen to Earth. Now Earth is positioned at 108.2 million kilometers from the Sun, and a year now lasts 225 Earth days. Don't think about making a new calendar again, it's not going to work in here too. At this orbit, solar energy is roughly double what we receive today. Most people think that Venus is so hot because it's near to the Sun, but it's not the only reason. The other reason is the runaway greenhouse effect. Okay, I will explain. The extra heat would cause the oceans to evaporate at an accelerating rate because water vapor is a potent greenhouse gas. This vaporized water would trap even more solar radiation, boiling the remaining seas too. Now, you aren't one of the most people I talked about above. Now Earth will be covered with highly heated carbon dioxide and superheated steam. The entire Earth's temperature will keep at about 460 degrees Celsius day and night, and atmospheric pressure spikes to 90 bars. It's like being crushed under 900 meters of ocean water. So, as the first one, human survival possibility is 0. Humans would instantly be crushed by the pressure and roasted by the heat. And no machinery or bunker could survive because the outside environment is too hot for any cooling system to actually work. Didn't you notice something? Second orbit hotter than first orbit. Yes, the thing is the runaway greenhouse effect as I described above. Wait, it's quiz time. Between which two planets do the frost line actually exist? Is it A, between Venus and Earth, B, between Mars and Jupiter, or C, between Saturn and Uranus? Comment your answer and I will reveal it at the end. Fact: the frost line is known as the snow line, and this is known as a boundary that divides the solar system's planets. Past this line and physical marker, volatile compounds like water, ammonia, and methane freeze solid into ice. So the third orbit is a place something you already know. 149.6 million kilometers, and a stable 29.8 kilometers per second velocity. And this time, Earth covers 71% of its surface with liquid water. A perfect atmosphere of pressure, and the average temperature is 15 degrees Celsius. So human survival probability is 99.9%. After all, you know this is the place where Earth is at now. So yes, we have to remove that Earth from that perfect place and put it in the orbit of Mars. Now we are far from the Sun, about at 227.9 million kilometers, and 1 year stretches to 687 days. Oh yeah, we can double our lifespan. Before you make that smile, give me a few seconds. In here, solar energy will be reduced to about 43% of our current baseline. When Earth cools, a deadly chain reaction starts. We call it the ice albedo effect. Ice caps rapidly advance from the poles toward the equator. Because white ice reflects vastly more sunlight than dark blue ocean or green land, the more ice that forms, and when more ice forms, more solar energy reflects back into space. At the end, the planet flash freezes itself. The global average temperature will be minus 60 degrees Celsius. With time, the oceans freeze solid down to a depth of several kilometers, locking the continents into a cage of ice. So, I see that double lifespan smile fading away. And one more thing. Survival probability here is estimated as 70% because our atmosphere remains intact. Humanity would have to hide in heavily insulated underwater cities or deep underwater colonies carved beneath the ice layer. So if you think about why we can live underwater without getting frozen, you can watch the "I Froze the Sun and Here Is What Happened" video. After this. Now we are going far away from the asteroid belt. And now we are at the 5th place of the solar system, at Jupiter's orbit. 778.5 million kilometers from the Sun, and now a single year takes nearly 12 Earth years to complete. I know now you are not smiling as before, and yes, this is going bad. Solar energy dropped to 3.7% only. In this place, Earth becomes an absolute icebox. Surface temperatures drop to a brutal minus 160 degrees Celsius. The oceans instantly freeze, and Earth will get a different rain. In this temperature, Earth's atmosphere we breathe right now freezes and rains down as solid ice. And the threat isn't just the cold. Jupiter used to act as a gravitational shield for the solar system. Without its massive mass stabilizing it, the nearby asteroid belt will be chaotic, leaving Earth wide open to getting smashed by space rocks over and over again. Lastly, human survival probability is estimated at less than 0.01%. As before, surface survival is 0, and only a tiny remnant of humanity, buried miles deep inside highly specialized geothermal installations, could survive on the planet's internal core heat, lasting only until their critical underground systems inevitably fail. So, no humanity here. Let's push Earth further out into darkness. Yes, this is Saturn's orbit. At 1.3 billion kilometers from the Sun, our orbital period takes 29.5 Earth years. At this much distance, the temperature hovers at minus 180 degrees Celsius. Because of this, our atmosphere changes. Because carbon dioxide reaches its deposition point at minus 78.5 degrees Celsius, the CO2 gas in our air completely freezes out of the sky, raining down onto the frozen crust as solid, dry ice snow. Human survival probability is estimated at 0.01%. Finally, let's cross the outermost boundaries of the solar system. This is Uranus's orbit. Positioned at 2.8 billion kilometers from the Sun, a single Earth year is stretched out into 84 Earth years. Yes, in here, you can live 1 year only if you live 84 years. Out here, Earth will receive zero measurable thermal energy. Surface temperatures settle at a terrifying -214 degrees Celsius. Nitrogen, which freezes at -210 degrees, completely changes its form. The very air we breathe liquefies and then freezes solid, blanketing the ground in a hard crust of nitrogen ice. The atmosphere is completely gone, leaving Earth as a completely silent, airless ball of rock. Guess the human survival possibility. Yeah, it's estimated at 0.01%. Survival requires completely sealed, self-contained geothermal bunkers built deep within the Earth's crust. The last place, actually, I like how this looks, but yeah, it's more dangerous. This is Neptune's orbit. Earth is now at 4.5 billion kilometers out. In here, a single year takes 165 Earth years. Now, the solar energy we are receiving is 0.1%. The surface temperature is a deadly -220 degrees Celsius or lower. In this temperature, even oxygen, which freezes at -219 degrees, freezes to solid ice. The entire atmosphere will look like a frozen ice ball made of oxygen and nitrogen. Human survival is estimated as 0%. Even underground, survival hits its absolute technological limit. Bunkers would have to battle the ultimate thermal drain, as the frozen crust rapidly sucks out the last bit of heat from Earth's core. Eventually, everything will freeze and fail. Humanity ends in the absolute dark. So, at the end, the quiz answer. Where does the solar system's critical frost line actually sit? The correct answer is B, between Mars and Jupiter. Did you get it right? I am trying to build a community of 50 subscribers, and if you learned something new, give me your support and you will never be disappointed. And if you have any mind-blowing what-if questions, let me know in the comments, and also help me to improve my videos with your suggestions. Now check out I Froze the Sun, and it wasn't as bad as most of you think for many years. If you like to see what happened to Earth, check out this video. Wish you the best, and thank you for the time you gave me. See you.